So hi guys, welcome back to Data Do Not Lie. What a win actually! India have breached Edgbaston. We can say, Toota hai Edgbaston ka Ghamand. We can put a theme like that. Outstanding win actually. For the first time ever, India have won in Edgbaston. Clinically, completely outplaying England in all three departments. We can say. Yesterday itself, when the target was already 608, there itself, I think. England's chances of winning the test match was gone. It was only either a draw or an India win. But then our bowlers Akash Deep, what a test match he has had. 10 wickets in the match for Akash Deep, and Mohammad Siraj also supporting him very very well. So now, if in the next match, if Bumrah has to come in, he has to come in place of Prasidh Krishna only, because now you cannot drop Akash Deep after this kind of a performance. Siraj also you cannot drop. So Bumrah, Akashdeep, Siraj means that is a superb pace attack. And also Washington Sundar, Jadeja also played their part. They also bowled really well. And in the end, outstanding win. Actually, we have leveled the series now going into Lords, and that too with Bumrah come. Without Bumrah, we have won in Edgbaston. Now with Bumrah coming in, this bowling attack will only get better. So yeah, your initial thoughts about this win?
Yeah, so super victory for India. But what I am thinking right now, England are falling prey to their own tactics. I'll tell you, it reminded me of India versus New Zealand home series where India were defeated 3-0 because India were like making rank turners.
Yeah,
And like the New Zealand spinners got more advantage as compared to the Indian spinners in that series. And that happened here also. England prepared a flat pitch which suits their baseball game. But actually what happened was that Indian batters, they exploited the
yeah,
condition and then superb fast bowling. My God, my goodness, what a way those bowlers, Akash, Deep, Mohammad Siraj, and even Prasidh Krishna, he didn't get wickets. Obviously, he was on the expensive side. But let's not forget that he's the third bowler. He comes in when the conditions are not so very good. He comes when the
yeah.
ball is old. He comes when the all the juice has been extracted by the two bowlers. So yeah, but a very good bowling, display of bowling. And if you remember when it was clear that Bumrah will not be playing the second test
Yeah.
and Akashdeep will be playing, I said that what if Akashdeep gets a fifer and what will you drop Akashdeep? So now actually it happened. I never knew that it will happen, but
No, but
it was just.
now we clearly know that Prasidh Krishna is the one who has to who has to make way for Bumrah now, because Siraj is good.
I have one question. I have a one question. Now,
Yeah,
see, obviously, Bumrah is a very great bowler. Like, he's one of the best bowler in the world, not only in India. But is it so when Bumrah is playing, we try to focus more on Bumrah. We try to give him only that end which supports Bumrah, and other bowlers are bowling in a supporting role only. Because if you see in this match, when Siraj, Akashdeep, and Prasidh, they all were bowling,
yeah,
nobody was getting like that. Only he will take wickets. Siraj also came. Akashdeep also came. Even Jadeja, Washington, so everybody was focused on. So
yeah,
even when Bumrah is in the team, the captain should also try to focus on other bowlers also. It's not that only Bumrah will take wickets. Other bowlers will also come. If imagine Bumrah wants to bowl from pavilion end and Siraj is bowling from far end, but if Siraj can get more help from the pavilion end, can't Shubman try Siraj in place of Bumrah from that end? Because I have seen like Bumrah gets his favorite end every time.
yeah,
So
yeah. Definitely, actually, that can also be a thing actually, because it was clearly evident in this Test match that even without Bumrah, the bowling lineup is coming together really well. I don't know whether there is too much hype around Bumrah these days, that when Bumrah is playing, we are all like Indian bowling is entirely dependent on Bumrah. Indian bowling is entirely dependent on Bumrah. If it was really like that, then how can we win a Test match here in Edgbaston without Bumrah? So I don't think I think that is just a perception that everyone are having. I don't think that is real.
yeah,
If we
actually,
really gel
we
together
need.
as a team, Bumrah will also support. Bumrah will bowl well. Others will also bowl well if we play together as a team. But that is not happening.
Yeah, no, the thing is, like, it's all now evident that cricket is a team game. No individual can come and can win you matches every time on their own basis. And because if Bumrah is not there, obviously Akashdeep and then Siraj and then Ravin Jadeja, Washington, Sundar, Prasidh Krishna, everybody came and contributed. So my question is just, I'm not saying that Bumrah is not a good bowler or he should not play, but even if he is playing, he should not be considered above other bowlers, at least in
Yeah,
that match.
yeah,
That's my point. Is imagine if in the first inning, imagine if Bumrah didn't get much wickets or didn't get much movement with the new ball. You should even try Akashdeep and Siraj with the new ball in the second inning. It's not that every time you'll give the ball to Bumrah only, even if your other bowlers are being underused. I guess in the first match, obviously we dropped catches, but Shardul Thakur was underused and Bumrah was kind of overused. That's
yeah.
what my reading was there. So maybe I know it's difficult because when you have a trump card like Bumrah, always if there is a partnership, you will go to Bumrah only. But that's here. I guess Shubman needs to draw the line that he needs to go to Bumrah and when he needs to go to some other bowler also.
Yeah, but I think the main difference between this test match and the previous test match was in the previous test match, Indian bowlers were not taking early wickets. In this test match, in both the innings, if you see 13 for 2, 14 for 2, like that, Akash Deep is picking up those early wickets. So I think definitely Akash Deep is a real asset in this Indian test team. I think Akash Deep along with Bumrah will be a good combination, will be a good
Hmm.
pace
Definitely.
bowling pair according to me.
Definitely, definitely, and it will be interesting to see how England gives, like the curator gives the Lord's speech, because it's very famous thing that even ECB don't have a say in Lords. It only depends upon the curator of Lords. He will decide the pitch. Even if ACB had a say, I don't know whether they will now go for flat track or whether they will give a green
No,
top, because even
I think just a month back we saw the World Test Championship final, right? That also happened in Lords. The first few days it was assisting the bowlers like anything, and then third and fourth day the conditions eased out and it became easier for batting. So I think it will be similar this time also, right?
and even if it is a green top, I don't guess that England will have an advantage, because the way our fast bowlers are bowling on these flat decks, the movement of cutters which Akashdeep was using, he'll be more brutal and more lethal on those green tops, I guess.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
England are
definitely.
now in a very tricky situation right now.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, absolutely. That is why I'm saying this series is not over yet, actually, because now 1-1, still three matches to play. Anything can happen. Bumrah will come in, and we need to see, like, with the new ball. Till now, we have been saying only Bumrah, Bumrah, Bumrah. But with the new ball, if Bumrah and Akash Deep start bowling together, who knows? We might even pick up 3 to 4 early wickets, and that can even put us in the driver's seat. So anything can happen, actually. And England's batting also has been a little inconsistent. In patches they are playing well. If you see in the first match, this Jamie Smith is consistently he is performing. He is. I think he will become part of the next Fab Four. I think that is why he is
Yeah,
playing.
there was a stat about English batting that their uh, top five other than Joe Root. Like if you take Jack Crawley, Oli Pop, Ben Duckett, and Ben Stokes, their average is below 30 in the previous 2 years. Some kind of a stat was there. So obviously English batters are struggling,
No,
and we
but
have seen.
Ben Duckett scored a century in the first Test match, right? Second
No,
innings.
I'm saying about the overall thing. If you see, yeah, they are performing there, but they are performing in patches. And but again, I have a doubt, like what England were trying to achieve yesterday. Were they going for 600? Like there is a
I
very
don't
fine
think.
line between being stupid and intelligent. Like,
Yeah,
how can you target 600 runs on last day, 100 overs? You need to bat with an run rate of over 6 for 100 overs. When did that happen? Like,
that
I
has never
don't know.
happened
So
actually. In fact,
it has gone for draw.
I think the highest total ever chased down in the fourth innings of a Test match. If you look at the Test history, I think it's West Indies. They chased down 418. They chased down against Australia.
Against Australia. Yeah, I
Second,
remember that.
second best run chase was by South Africa. They chased it down in Perth in 2008. 414 they chased down.
No, but what my concern is, like, English cricket is so much intelligent. They have so much knowledge about cricket. Why they? don't they know that if you will not score runs, you can also go for a draw? Like
No, but
why try
even if they go for a draw, India is going to pick up those wickets, right? Because even draw mindset also, you're just one mistake away from getting out.
No, no, but still, because if you see the way their top three got out, Ben Duckett, Oli Pop, Jack Crawley, they were going for those runs, they were going for those drives. They could have left those balls. The way they got out, if they were planning to, because they were 1-0 up, and if they went for a draw, they were in advantageous position, and
Yeah,
maybe then Indian in trying to overachieve something, they could have done that. But I don't know what was the plan, and it's good. You should chase, but there is a limit to every chase. You cannot chase 600 runs, that to a last play in 100 overs.
that is exactly why I think many people, I think at the end of day three, day four, they were asking why did India stretch the lead to 600 and then declare? They could have even declared at 500, but they stretched it to 600 because but I think India really wanted to completely. They wanted to take England out of the chase and then declare. I think that was India's plan. I think, but I think 500 is also a decent
Was
target,
enough.
right?
500 was even enough. Because I seriously doubt that these chases will happen again and again. Obviously, batters have a reputation of doing that. But consecutively in the same series, I highly doubt that. So 500, I will say at 475 was even enough. But again, okay, I thought Shubman May was playing for his double century, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But that's okay. If you are winning the match, no questions will be asked to you. But
Because because I think
another question.
Indian bowlers have
Uh,
to learn to defend around 400 to 430 to 440 because every match you cannot keep giving 600, right? Sometimes you need to defend below than that. Only if we score 600 we can win, means that is not going to. Okay, this match they were able to score 607. Lead was 607. In fact, I think Indian team is the first team to cross 400 run. Sorry, Indian team is the first team to cross 1,000 runs in a single Test match. Both innings
hmm,
combined. First innings 587. Second innings also some 470. 1 minute, I'll just check it.
yeah, that's the thing actually. No,
Yeah,
Indian batters.
second innings 427. First innings 587. India. So yeah. So India completed 1,000 runs in a single Test match. But again, like every time, this is not going to happen. The bowlers also have to train themselves. They need to mentally prepare themselves to defend targets of 440, 450 also. Maximum, at least you need to train yourself to defend those totals because there will be situations where the target will be lesser than 600. That time you cannot say, I don't have confidence. You should be learning to defend those totals also. What are you saying?
Yeah, no, definitely. Indian batters have shown a great temperament, great calmness. Shubman Gill, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Rishabh Pant, even Karun Nair, like he got that start. Obviously, he couldn't. Rishabh Pant and even Ravindra Jadeja, that lower order, that the tail has also performed. Washington Sundar also stitched a partnership. So everything is good. Everything is good. But I have a doubt now when the condition change. How will these batters perform? I'm not saying that India will lose the match if conditions change, because if on green top, I highly doubt those batters, English batters also. I haven't seen them performing well
I
also.
would say I would say Indian batters are in a much better position than English batters because English batters will blindly go for baseball. India will
I'm, I'm,
assess the situation
I'm
and play. Yeah.
I'm not even comparing Indian batters with English batters. I know Indian batters are in a better position. They have a great technique. They can score runs. I'm comparing them to like the greats like Sachin, Kohli. Like I so much want to see Shubman Gill how he performs on those green top. If you remember a match in South Africa where the match was abandoned due to a bad pitch. It was a test match between India and South Africa where Virat Kohli, like he scored some very big runs around 90, or maybe he got some 100. So I'd like to see those conditions and want to see how Shubman performs there, how Karun performs there. So I want those green top conditions and want to see, because if they perform there, then all those doubts that who is the Fab Four, will Shubman be able to fill the void of that number four after Sachin and Kohli will be answered. Because still, if you see, Shubman has not been challenged on those conditions. So let's wait. wait for
Yeah, but
that.
I think in Lords itself, I think the green top will be offered. That the Lords conditions definitely won't be so batting friendly like how it was in Headingley and Edgbaston, because historically, if we see Headingley and Edgbaston have been batting friendly conditions. So, but Lords it definitely will be different. I think Manchester also remaining to last two Test matches. Where is it happening after Lords?
I'm
Ma-
telling you. So third match is in Lords and fourth match is in Old Trafford,
Yeah, that will
which
also
is
assist. That will also assist the bowlers, I think.
yeah. And fifth match, why
Ma-
aren't they showing the country? I'll tell you.
Manchester
I'll
or
tell.
what?
Huh?
Manchester.
Yeah, test five is in the Oval. Yeah, at Oval. So yes,
India haven't won
all
a
these.
India haven't won a test match in Manchester also. Manchester is Old
Hmm,
Trafford, right?
yeah,
Yeah, India
that
haven't
is
won
true.
a test match there. I think India is going to breach that one also. Definitely.
No, if India can do that thing in this tour, and even if it's 2-2 or maybe India can win two test matches here, so I guess that's a very huge boost to their WTC final chances of 2027.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, if India can win this series, then I think definitely India will be in good shape to qualify. And the new era has begun. We can say like Shubman Gill is leading from the front now. Batting wise, he's leading from the front. Captaincy also, he is doing well. I think many critics were there before the start of this series. Many people were questioning why they made Shubman Gill as the captain. Now I think all the critics have been answered. What you're saying?
No, obviously, Shubman Gill has showed great temperament. He has changed his technique also. He has worked on those incoming deliveries. All this is, but let's still wait for this series to get over because if imagine Shubman is not able to perform in all the three matches, if the conditions are that not that batting friendly, then again questions will arise. Because if you see overall record of Shubman Gill in overseas or Sena countries, it's still not very good. If you
Yeah.
leave apart these two matches, an average of 33 still. If you leave these two matches, so let's wait before coming jumping to that judgment that Shubman Gill has overcome that thing.
Yeah, but then, it's a good start for him as captain, and Shubman Gill is the only captain now. Shubman Gill is the only Indian captain to win a test match at Edgbaston, so that record is proudly in his name now. So yeah, overall a very good win actually for India yesterday. Finally squaring the series, and that too without Bumrah. This is a huge win, huge morale boost actually going into Lords. And I think now many people are confident that India can even win the series from here because the series is still alive now. And just imagine, I think the only time when Indians were in a little trouble was the 300-run partnership between Harry Brook and Jamie Smith. But otherwise, I think India were in total control of this match.
And another thing, even if you see the first match, India dominated all the sessions, all the days, other than just that last day. So it's
Yeah,
not that India didn't play well in the first test match also. It was only because of some few dropped catches maybe. But let's see now. The series is 1-1 and the condition will be different in Lords, Manchester, and at Oval. So let's see how India copes up to this condition because India still have that arsenal of Bumrah and Kuldeep which has not been used till now.
yeah, yeah,
So let's see because if Akashdeep, Bumrah, Siraj, and Kuldeep, these are there, all these are wicket takers. Now English batters will be difficult for and English batters they till now they haven't learned how to play that spin. If rough
yeah.
is generated, how to manage all those things. I seriously doubt them. Their batting. I know they have scored so many runs, but still,
Yeah, yeah,
like
definitely. Actually, the spin, the batting against spin is very, very important. That is why whenever England comes to India, they always suffer. They are not able to play against spin well. Of course, in those conditions, it might not spin that much, but it is assisting the spinners also. So, as you said, definitely next match, Bumrah will come in place of Prasid. But if you want Kuldeep also to come in, then will you drop Nitish Kumar Reddy then, or will you drop Karun Nair? Because only one of those two has to make way then.
see, like the conditions are so that you cannot drop Nitish Kumar Reddy. You need like a supportive role, a pacer role. So maybe Nitish Kumar or Shardul Thakur would work for me.
But
Maybe you can
but
do Sundar in place of Kuldeep.
my only question, previous match, they were asking that Shardul Thakur was picked for batting depth. Indians didn't use Shardul Thakur properly. He was not utilized fully. My only question, what did Nitish Kumar Reddy do in this test match?
No, but you cannot keep on dropping every batter or bowler on the basis of one match only or just one performance. If you have to drop on the basis of performance, you need to give at least few matches, 3 or 4 matches. But if the conditions are such that if a spinner is required or maybe a pacer is required, then you can go. So maybe on Lords where I guess Kuldeep Yadav would be more effective than Washington Sundar. It's not because of the performance, just the team combination. So maybe Nitish Kumar Reddy gets a chance to play. Prasidh Krishna sits for Bumrah, and then Washington can be dropped, and maybe
No,
Kuldeep can come.
but Washington Sundar is contributing with the bat, right? Nitish Kumar Reddy is not looking that convincing with the bat. Or do
No,
you
but it
feel?
will not happen in every match. The failure will not happen in every match, and success will not. It's just about the condition. So, Lord's condition, if the it's supporting the fast bowler, so I'll go with Nitish Kumar again. Nitish Reddy again. And maybe Kuldeep. I'm not saying that Kuldeep Yadav should come in play, but Lords has a like a habit like on fourth or fifth day, it turns a bit. So maybe Kuldeep Yadav would be a more potent option or a more
Yeah, yeah,
like
definitely. But you are saying that based on one match, we shouldn't be dropping so many players. Then what wrong did Sai Sudarshan and Shardul Thakur do? Only one match bad
definitely,
performance, right?
even I'm against that also. Even I'm against you shouldn't have dropped Shardul Thakur also. Shardul should have played second match. But since you have dropped Shardul Thakur, you have brought Nitish Kumar Reddy. So now let's continue with Nitish Reddy. Even for Sai Sudarshan, I'll say that was the stupid move. Like you make a player, you make a debut for him. He's a newcomer. All that hype around him. Then you again drop him, and I highly doubt now he'll be just warming the benches in all the 4 matches. I don't
Yeah,
see Sai Sudarshan.
already Abhimanyu Easwaran is also warming the bench. Now Sai Sudarshan is also warming the bench, unfortunate. But do you think Karun Nair is wasting his second chance, or shall we keep on giving him more
No,
chances? Because
yaar,
too
at
many
least he's
failures.
batting at the most crucial position, most difficult position. Number three, he's batting, and in this match, I guess both the times, I guess openers got out early. Maybe no,
Yeah,
KL Rahul got out early in the first match, and even in the second match, also his batting came early. So I guess he at least give him this series, yeah, and then analyze. I'm telling you, a century is coming from Karun Nair's bat. He's getting those starts. It's only that
at least
maybe
we
bit
need a
unlucky.
half century. At least we need a half century from Karun Nair, even if not a century, a
Definitely.
half century. He's scoring those 20s and 30s. In T20 cricket, 20s and 30s are enough, but in test matches, you need half centuries and centuries, right? Then only that is only defines a batter. What do you say?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
So yeah, his second chance in cricket, hopefully he can utilize it because too many innings, no, 4 innings, he has not been able to convert those starts into big scores. But I think Gambhir will keep backing him, right? I don't think he will drop Karun Nair.
Yeah, can you repeat what are you saying?
No, I'm asking. I think Gambhir will keep backing Karun Nair, right? I don't think Karun Nair will be dropped next match.
No, I don't know with Gambhir, he can drop, but I personally feel there should be only those changes. Maybe Bumrah in place of Prasidh Krishna and maybe Kuldeep Yadav, but still, even with Washington Sundar, it's fine. I I just
Yeah,
wanted to.
already two
Mhm.
spinners, Washington Sundar and Ravindra Jadeja. So I think, and Jadeja also batted well actually. First innings he scored 89 runs. So his batting also,
Second
I
inning
think,
also. In second inning also, he stitched that partnership with Shubman Gill because once Rishabh got out, if even Jadeja got out, then maybe that lead could have not been that bigger.
yeah. So along with Shubman Gill, that was a crucial partnership as well. So yeah, India's batting. I think India have proved that their batting is outstanding. Actually, like in both the matches, if we see, even in the match which we lost in Headingley, batting was outstanding. Actually, it was only the bowling that was having issues. Now Akash Deep has come in; he has solved that problem. If Bumrah also comes in, I think the combination will come right, and then We can even look to win the third test match actually. So I think this win will give a huge confidence to all the Indian players going forward in this series. What do you think?
Hmm. Definitely, definitely. Winning a match early in the series is very good. And now three matches are left in series is square, so it can turn any way. Like, but
Yeah,
still, I hope England have a better chance than India because home conditions. Maybe Jofra Archer can come. I'm also hearing that there's a Sam Cook. I guess there is a player in English
yeah,
squad.
yeah.
Maybe he will be also in the place of Bryden Cars. I guess some fitness issue is there. So
And
let's see
Jofra
because
Archer will come in place of who?
the third seamer whom they are playing, I even don't remember his name. Josh Tank.
Oh, so only two matches he has played. He has done decently well. Now you will drop him.
No, so you'll not drop. Now, obviously, Chris Vokes. Chris Vokes
Mm.
needs to be there because Bryden Cars is unfit, I guess. So that's why maybe I guess Sam Cook is coming in place of him and Jofra in place of Josh Tank.
But Jofra Archer in place of Josh Tank means I think England's batting depth will increase because Jofra Archer, Jofra Archer, if he comes in place of Josh Tank, England's batting depth will increase because Jofra Archer can also bat.
Hmm. No, he has shown in IPL. I don't know whether he's able to bat in test matches or not.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So yeah, outstanding win for India actually. Its series is now squared, 1-1 going into Lords, and Bumrah is waiting in the next match. He's waiting to come in place of Prasidh Krishna, Bumrah, Akash Deep, and Siraj. That we can create our own pace trio, like this. Just like how Australia have created their pace trio of Pat Cummins, Josh Hazelwood, Mitchell Stark. Don't you think we can create our pace trio in Siraj, Akash Deep, and Bumrah? What do you feel?
Let's wait for a few matches to include Akash Deep in that trio. He, like just in one match he's got success, so let's not. But because yes, Bumrah and Siraj have proved again and again. So let's
No, no,
wait.
Akash Deep also bowled well in the BGT in Australia, right? I'm not saying in the
Yeah,
basis of
he
one
will do
match.
well, but to gain that reputation of Siraj and Bumrah and compared with Pat Cummins, we should wait for this series to get over and then we can analyze.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So yeah, we come to the end of this review of the second test match between India and England. 2025 year is proving to me even more fruitful actually. India breaching Edgbaston just before the test match, we were all talking that India has not won a test match at Edgbaston for a long, long time. Finally, Toota hai Edgbaston ka Ghamand. It has been breached, and it's 1-1 going into Lords. So really exciting series coming up. So we'll be back again to discuss about further cricketing matches. So until then, you have any last thoughts, or we'll wrap this up?
Yeah, we can wrap this up, I guess.
Yeah. So please like, share, subscribe to our channel. Data do not lie. Post your comments in the comment section. We'll be back again soon. Cheers, guys.